ask yourself, when you experience that, what will that feel like? And why do you want to feel that?
Speak Easy Studios. Speak and be heard.
What effect does stress have on your life? How does it affect your relationships? What about your business? My name is Lynn of It's Why, and my clients call me the identity coach because they discover how to take back control of who they want to be and how they react to stress. This message needed to get out to a larger group of people, so I created a group that helps people identify and manage the stress they never realized they had. We're going to explore questions that challenge you to find your inner power that got buried so deep within because of that stress, and take back control of the situations that cause that stress in your daily life. A small change can make the biggest difference. You make the difference. Welcome, everybody. Today is Me Monday, and we're going to talk a little bit about what taking care of me means. And when I say me, I mean you, because each of us needs to spend some really quality me time. Every day we have some human nature, random things that happen that stress us out, may cause us a little speed bump in the course of our day that makes our day feel icky. Well, it doesn't have to, because we can control how we react to things. And I've put Me Monday on the calendar so that if you don't think you have me time, we're going to figure out how to incorporate that me time. So welcome to the first edition of Me Monday. My name is Lynn Lassell. I'm known as the Identity Coach, and I've officially put Me Monday on the calendar just for you. Many of us look at the life we've lived to this point as what defines our future, what defines our everyday. And I thought so too. But I've come to understand that just because things may have sucked before doesn't define who we are today. And that's really important for everybody to think about in relation to their own life, because otherwise we're always defining ourselves by the worst things that we've gone through. And that's not what has to determine what happens tomorrow. So let's imagine for a moment that whatever has happened in your life before now doesn't define your tomorrow. So if it could look different, if it could look the way that you want it to look, what might that look like? Think about that for a moment. If you can't imagine it, as you might be watching me or looking at something else, close your eyes and just try to imagine, what would an ideal day look like for you? And maybe what's one thing that you can do to change what you're doing now or what you've done in the past to get closer to that point. So as you're sitting there, maybe with your eyes closed, maybe not, think about what you want most and what you would want to have happen tomorrow that hasn't happened in the past. Why is that desire so important to you? And ask yourself, when you experience that, what will that feel like? And why do you want to feel that? So many of us, it's human nature, will fall into routines, everyday habits, things that become automatic so we don't think about it. But let's think about it now, because those habits that we may have been routinely doing that have been happening for a long time feels easier because we can automatically do them and we don't have to think about them. But if we're not having what we desire, then it's possible that those old habits are kind of setting us up to sabotage ourselves on the efforts that we make in the future. So how might we be able to change that? What's something that you have been routinely doing on autopilot, if you will, that is not getting you the result that you want? And how can you possibly alter that for tomorrow? Just try it for one day and see if that slight change in that habit gets you one step closer to what you truly desire. I want to ask you a question. You may have been having a little bit of a struggle with what we've talked to up to this point. Well, let me ask you this. What's the one thing that never changes for you, even when everything else seems to? It's not an easy question. Change is a difficult thing, and most of us don't like it. Most of us feel uncomfortable with change because it's something that we're not accustomed to. So if we're trying to change a routine that keeps us on automatic pilot and makes it easy, that's going to feel uncomfortable. But there's something about you, about who you are in here, that never changes. Most of us don't really think about what that is. You may not know right in this moment, and that's okay. But give it some thought, because it may be the one thing you need to discover about yourself that's going to take you to the next thing. I just want to share a quote that I think makes a point. This quote was posted by someone of an unknown name. Their name wasn't revealed, but I think it's important to share, and reminding yourself that you have the power to make choices can be the strongest tool that you have in your toolbox. So this person said, and suddenly you'll just know it's time to start something new and trust the magic of new beginnings. Every day is a new beginning. There's always going to be a tomorrow. So each day, think about what your new beginning is going to be when you start your next day. I want to share with you something that I've done for not only for my clients, but everybody that I know, and hopefully everybody out there that learns about me, and certainly for all the listeners. I have officially trademarked Me Monday. Why Me Monday? Because I think a me time routine, oh, wait, you don't have one? Well, then it's time to start. And that can be your great new beginning that you can start after listening to this today. Why is that important? Because when you take care of yourself, when you ask yourself about the thing that never changes, when everything else around you does, that's the thing that's the foundation of who you are. That's the most important person that you need to take care of, because that's the only way everything else can be better. So if you haven't got any kind of me time routine, declare Me Monday your personal holiday And think of one small thing that you can do today to set that new routine in motion and have a new beginning once a week. When that becomes your better routine, add another day of the week in. And suddenly you'll start to see that you don't have to sabotage yourself with the things that feel the most comfortable, because sometimes doing what's not comfortable is the most valuable thing you can do for yourself, and everything will get better. So have a great Me Monday, and I'll catch you next week.